Make sure it's ready. You're live, and let's get it. What's going on, YouTube? And shout out to all you savvy investors that continue to tap in and watch my videos, guys. First stock, you know what stock we're talking about first here, guys. But before we talk about the stocks, if you already isn't a member here at the TTM Discord, guys, drop down in that description below and become a member, guys. Due to the fact that it takes time for me to upload and create these videos, so you will get my alerts much quicker. And for those that is VIP members do get a discount on the WSB section, guys, 50% off. So if you become a VIP member first, you will get a 50% discount on signing up to the Wall Street Bets section in the Discord, guys. So take advantage of that. Now, back to the topic at hand, guys. CEI. Now, looking at what's going on here in CEI, guys, we were up over 100% on this play, but thanks to the institutional pullouts, of course, we're going to see some selling pressure towards the end of the day. Now, the huge indicator on what's going to happen for tomorrow is what we are going to see here in the aftermarket for CEI, guys. Now, we got 95 people watching. Let's get 95 thumbs up. Smash that like button on your way in here, guys. It really does help YouTube recommend the video to others, meaning people that isn't a subscriber. It helps the YouTube channel grow, guys. Now, let me pull up this live chat. Shout out to Kevin. Kevin just sent us a super chat. Kevin, we're going to talk about NRBO right after we speak about CEI, so I will not forget about you, Kev. All right, now CEI. Let's take a look here at the analysis really quickly. Order flow distribution, guys. That order flow distribution gap is just getting wider as far as that large scale. Not only that, the order flow distribution as a whole is getting much wider, guys. Now, like I said in yesterday's rundown video, I was expecting to see a large scale order gap in favor of the inflow, and that is exactly what we are seeing here. But to my surprise, guys, it is bigger than what I predicted. So that is much love. Now, looking at these key statistics, guys, that turnover rate is quite high. Now, I was banking on us seeing $1 billion in volume today. It doesn't look like we will reach those levels, but we are beating our recent volume high here, guys. As you can see here, 911 million. Looking there at that turnover rate, that is very high. Not only that, that's the range is high as well. But the reason why we see those high numbers, guys, back to this day chart, anytime a stock drops like this, guys, and it rebounds like we're seeing here today, we're going to see those type of high numbers. Now, reason why CEI is bouncing back, because they are proving to the world that they're not on some scam stuff. They're a legit company. So that's why they did that 8K filing, just to prove to everyone that they're doing everything by the book. And that is why a lot of investors are more comfortable with buying back into the stock. Now, guys, drop your cost average in CEI in the live stream. Let's run it up. But let's take a quick look here. We're going to take a brief look at NRBO, guys. We're going to be back at CEI towards the close, so we can see what we're working with. Now, looking at NRBO, guys, NRBO is looking as though that it isn't going to hold up. Now, it's time to be buying and selling, guys, and we know we made this a major buy alert and things did go south for us. Now, for anyone that is holding onto the shares, guys, you do not want to be buying a daily dip. Shout out to RP. He just sent us a super chat. He says, CRXP, please. Appears very oversold. So we will be checking out that after NRBO. Shout out to everyone that has sent us a super chat. And the live stream goes down again. That's fine, guys. It's coming back up here. Just showing an ad. I hate when YouTube hits all these ads in my videos for some reason. They tend to do that. Yeah, RP, we got you. I got you, bro. But looking here at our NRBO, if you're in NRBO, let me know your cost average. You can meet me in the Discord, and we can come up with a game plan on how either you should exit or average down. Now, anyone that has been holding shares in the price range of $4 or $3, around that range, where currently we did hit a low here. We did hit a low, a 52-week low at $1.98. We do see some selling pressure here in nrbo. My suggestion to anyone that is holding the stock is to either average down or just sell for the loss, guys, due to the fact that there are so many plays out there. You can regain your losses pretty fast with all the plays we have been calling here, side plays, plays that has to deal with our 1K to 100K challenge. Now, a lot of people are wondering, will nrbo bounce back? Now, it's not looking like we is getting our footing here in nrbo. As you can see here, much under volume. nrbo has been seeing low volume day after day, very spotty trading on today's trading, low turnover rate with a range that is higher than the turnover, which isn't a good sign whatsoever. Okay, so if you're in nrbo, guys, it is a time to walk away. Just cut the loss. You can use that as a write-off. But if you feel confident in this play, guys, I would average down on Friday, the close of Friday, due to the fact that this thing can dip down again, and you want to be buying a stock like this only on a red week, not a daily dip. If you look here on this chart, guys, buying at the end of the week is more efficient. As you can see here, the end of this week, the low was $2.45. End of this week, we see a $1.98 low. I do believe we can come to levels lower than that. But one thing about nrbo, guys, this thing does have some very spiky days. As you can see here, the week low here was $3.05, with the high being $6.57. So expect to see a huge spiking day here in nrbo here pretty soon. But you want to get your cost average low enough so you can either break even and get out the stock or walk away with some gains. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about here is crxt. crxt. Yes. And like I tell you guys all the time, anytime a stock is trading like this, is a huge indicator that this thing is either going to make or break. And in this case, guys, it did actually make for where we're looking at the week chart. We got to take a look at the day chart on that one. In this case, guys, it did make on this day, as you can see here, high being the day before $11.15, and then it rose all the way to $31.42, but at the end of the day, it did come down to that $9.43, and since then, this thing has been in a overall downtrend. Okay, it did try to regain its footing here, but that didn't hold up, guys. Started to form somewhat of a slight cup, but it gave out and came down to $3.43 on today's trading. Now, if we take a look here at the 1-minute chart, shout out to my boy David Ross. David just sent us a super chat. David, if you want to talk about any ticker, please add it at Black Nicholson, and he will relay that message to me. He says, BBIG, please. Okay, David, I got you on the BBIG. Now, as you can see here, we're 2 minutes away from close, so we're going to have to look at CEI at 259. As you can see here, this thing is trying to pick up its momentum here. Today's bottom being $3.43. We take a look here at the analysis one quick time. We do see no movement whatsoever in the out or inflow on the large scale, but we do see some buying pressure on the medium and small. But guys, it isn't accounted for. We don't see the buying pressure accounted for here. But towards the end of the day, that is where this buying pressure is coming from, guys. Now, the levels are very tight. Okay, now what we're going to look at here is the volume. It is under volume today, with that turnover rate being 2.34% and the range being higher. This is an indicator that this thing is being oversold. It's in the oversold section. Now, if we take a look here at the day chart really quickly, one time again, we are in an overall downtrend. As far as this stock goes, guys, it is a time to be buying and a time to be selling. And if you ask me, this is the time to be holding. Now, if you're up here at these ranges of $9, holding cost average right there, guys, you should have been averaged down. But my suggestion to anyone that is looking to buy this stock to hold off until this thing shows a sign of turning around. Now, the next stock we're going to take a look at here is BBIG from my boy David. Shout out to David for that super chat. Let's check out these likes really quickly. We got 94 thumbs up, guys. I know we can do better than that. Come on, TTM family. Let's push those likes past 100. All we need is 6. Now, as you can see here, BBIG is in a overall downtrend as well. Yesterday did look like as though we may be breaking out of this fall. But if we look here at the 1-minute chart, guys, BBIG started to see some selling pressure towards the end, towards the trading day, if you ask me. Most of this buying pressure came about during the pre-market hours, as you can see here. And that here, guys, is not accounted for in this order flow distribution. Okay. Looking here, we do see buying pressure on all 3 levels. Throughout the trading day, we got some buying pressure going on. Looking here at the 1-minute chart. But as you can see here, guys, all this buying pressure that was showing in the pre-market, guys, and to see it giving out, a lot of people call that a bull trap. Now, what really determine if this is a bull trap is what we see here in the aftermarket hours. Now, back to this day chart on BBIG, guys. BBIG recent high, well, 52-week high being $12.49. I do believe we can see levels around $4. We did break a lot of support levels here on the stock. So, with that being said, this isn't the time to be averaging down. Just wait until we come towards a turnaround. Amanda, shout out to Amanda for the super chat. That really does help the YouTube channel, guys. It shows the support that you guys have for me. Not only that, it actually keeps me going every day, guys. It shows that you guys appreciate the things that I am doing, so it keeps me going. Now, Amanda wants to talk about Prog and xela. I got you, Amanda. Just stick around. Now, as far as BBIG goes, looking here at the volume, over volume, we do see a green day here, but most of those gains was washed out. Pre-market gains was washed out today. Now, another reason why I urge people to get out there and get Webull, because if you were able to buy in the pre-market, like I tell you guys all the time, you did have a great opportunity to sell on the pre-market high for a quick swing trade. Okay, if you would have bought yesterday, you would have been able to sell on today's pre-market and make a quick buck. Now, looking at the trading day, trading all day long under the VWAP, except a brief moment, was a huge indicator that this thing was going to give away most of its gains. We do see some nice drops here coming down to today's low, $5.24, but we currently bounced back somewhat and we closed around those prices. Now we're above the VWAP in the aftermarket hours, seeing a 0.75% gain so far, which isn't much. But one thing about BBIG, guys, that free float is starting to get up. That meaning people are starting to release some of the shares that they are holding. Now, my expectations for tomorrow for BBIG is a slight green day, like we spoke about in the rundown video yesterday. Shout out to my boy Matt. Matt just sent us a super chat. He says, do you mind elaborating on FAMI, please? Thank you, my guy. I got you, Matt. Just stick around. We got to handle Amanda really quickly. But before Amanda, we're going to take a quick look here at CEI. Okay, buying pressure. Obvious buying pressure, of course. Closing above that VWAP. Guys, it's looking pretty good for us here in CEI. Now, if you're part of the Discord, you know what I said about when we're going to sell off 20% of our position. And that is at $2. Okay, $2, we're going to sell off 20% of our position, lock in some of those gains. Now, CEI is our second trade in our 1K to 100K challenge, but we're going to milk this thing, guys. We're going to run this thing dry. All right. Now, seeing as what's happening here in CEI, we were ready to make our third trade, but we're going to get as much money out of CEI as possible because we want to be ahead of schedule to hit that 100K in our 1K to 100K challenge in 15 trades or less. So with that being said, guys, we're much above schedule. Now, in case you guys didn't do the math, if we can take 100% on each trade, it isn't 100K. I'm sorry, that was very misleading. In fact, guys, truth be told, It's close to $13 million. Yes, I said it. I know a lot of people getting excited about that. Now, looking at what's going on here in CEI, guys, we are pumping it up. Pump it up. You like that, right, guys? Our high on today's trading was $1.88, and I do believe, seeing that what's going on here in the aftermarket hours, guys. Now, if you're not in Webull, you will not have a chance to sell for your 20%. You will not be able to shave your 20% in the aftermarket hours. So, guys, you do want to take advantage of Webull as soon as possible. And if you want that link, it's in the description below. You will get some free stocks. I'll get some free stocks, and it's just showing support for the channel. Now, brief look at CEI. We're going to keep looking at CEI throughout the live stream. We already took care of my boy David. Now it's back to Amanda. You guys remember that? All my what was it called? All out. What was it? All that. Remember all that, guys? Amanda show. Yeah, guys, I'm a 90s guy. But yeah, my boy Drew Peterson. Ater, BRN, and the USWS. Stick around, my boy. We're going to take care of you. Don't forget, Matt, you're next up after Amanda. And then we're going to look at my boy Drew Peterson. Now, as far as Prog go, Progeny, guys. Looking here, day chart. Let's check out this day chart. Now, looking at what's going on here in the day chart here in Progeny, guys. You know what happened. That offering. Okay, now we're not getting our footing here just yet. Now, I wouldn't give up all hopes here in Prog. As you can see here, that recent high, $2.22. A lot of people are up in the $2 range, maybe $1.90 range, between $2 and $1.90 between there, guys. If you're in that price range, I wouldn't average down until close to the close of Friday. You don't want to be buying a daily dip here in Progeny either. But looking here at the type of volume that we saw here, it was much above its average. Okay, 52-week high being $9.56. We're going to look past that because we're not even close to those levels. We're not even showing signs of reaching those levels just yet. Looking here at the turnover being higher than the range, that is okay, but that turnover rate is quite high for us to see a red day, letting us know people that are in the green are turning over for some gains. So that has to be anyone that actually bought into this stock from 9:30 on to the pass. Shout out to my boy, just sent us a super chat. BBIG, Prog, and CENT. Which to keep and which to burn. Alright, we're gonna, if you ask me, just looking at that, bro, need to make that call before Wednesday. I leave for a vacation overseas for a month. I hope you do enjoy your vacation. Hope you make it there safe. If you don't mind me asking, where is that vacation to? But out of BBIG, PROG, and CNET, let me just answer his question really quickly since we're on Prog. Let's answer his question quickly. Let's answer that question very quickly. I'm going to take a look here. Let's take a very brief one. You can hear this day chart, they're all on downtrends. Now, if you ask me, to be honest with you, looking at this day chart, I would, if I had to choose between three, I would sell BBIG out the three, and I would take that money and put it in CNET. Okay, I would get rid of BBIG. Yeah, just get rid of BBIG. Put that money in CNET if you're asking me. Shout out to my boy Lewis. Lewis just sent us a super chat saying thank you, Lewis. That really does help the cause here on the channel. Now back to Prog for Amanda. Yeah, I would put that money in CNET. I'll put it in CNET. Sell BBIG, put it in CNET, due to the fact that looking here at CNET, you do have a great opportunity to get out on a nice spike day. Put that money in there. It all really all depends on your cost average, though. and what is your outlook? Like, if you're planning on holding any of these for the long run, my best guess will be CNET, because as you can see here, let's check out these key indicators really quickly. Yeah, CNET is the way to go. The average volume being 400,000 and today's volume being 32 million. Pretty sure this thing is going to be overvalued for quite some time. Turnover rate is quite high, range is quite high, but that's only on today's trading. As you can see here, today was a very volatile day for the stock. Opening here at $1.24, high being 143, with that low being $1.17. Now back to PROG. And yeah, Amanda, as far as PROG goes, this thing hasn't. We're seeing some nice support being built though, day after day, closing with some nice support. Okay, closed here at $1.36, closed here at $1.43, closed here at $1.40. So with that being said, day here being $1.40 on the close, I believe we got some nice support here at $1.36 is the nice support here. So seeing Progeny does have some nice support. I wouldn't mind holding this stock at $1.40. If not, guys, you should be averaging down. If you're above that, if you were holding this stock before the $2.20, say you got a cost average way back when, $3, $4 and stuff like that, you should be averaging down. But you do want to get your cost average somewhere around that $1.40. Okay, but best bet is to average this thing down tomorrow. Okay, because it does give you a chance. We might see a good chance this thing can go further down if it does break the support. I don't think we will on the close, but I do expect PROG to make a turnaround here pretty soon, because looking back at this chart, guys, we may be forming that cup. So if we're forming that cup, it should take you in the promised land, Amanda. Now, as far as XELA, another downtrending stock. I tell you guys all the time, it's time to be buying and time to be selling. Let's look here in the past. Low being $1.82. We already broke that. So we broke all support levels here. Well, not support levels. We broke our support levels yesterday and today. Let's take a look here at the analysis really quickly and see what really went on today's trading. Order flow distribution the last 5 days isn't in our favor whatsoever, guys. You know that large scale really can affect the stock tremendously. Looking here at XELA's volume, though, much under volume today. It's very concerning here. Barcode and Betty. Barcode and Betty right now. So as far as XELA, guys, back pocket this thing. I wouldn't watch it too often. Depending on your cost average, this is a stock I would get out of. Okay, guys, not saying you can't make any money in this thing, but like I tell you guys all the time, it's time to be buying and it's time to be selling. And right now we're focused on a whole different sector right now. We're milking the oil sector. So far as XELA, I would just leave it alone as of now. If you don't want to sell for a loss, just sit back and wait till the perfect time to average down. Okay, I do believe that we may be going to the $1.40 range here in XELA, man. Now, next stock we're going to talk about here is FAMI for my boy Matt. Matt wants to talk about, before we talk about this, Matt, got 137 thumbs up, guys. Let's push that to 150. Currently got 162 people watching, so I know for a fact it wouldn't be hard. So if you forgot to push that thumbs up, guys, go and do so right now, please, and thank you. Shout out to K4. He wants to talk about GROM. I got you. Just stick around. Will be up next after Drew. Okay, Drew is after Matt. Now, Matt wants to talk about FAMI. As you can see here in FAMI, we did see a nice green day yesterday, seeing a 21.36% gain on the trading day. Now, let's see 1 minute chart for this stock. We did close above the VWAP. On today's trading, a lot of buying pressure came towards midday today, coming from that low 35 cent, 35.30, going all the way up to 40 cent. Okay, that is huge buying pressure to rise that stock up in that quick of a time. We do see some institutional pullouts that tried to drag us down, but the buying pressure surpassed that. Now, looking how it kicked off today, guys, was just crazy, very volatile. As you can see here, hitting that 35 cent, coming above the VWAP, trading along it, and then doing the same type of move again. Now, we closed here at 38.36. Currently, let's see, zoom in a little bit. Currently, right on the VWAP. We're only down 0.94% on the trading in the aftermarket. But looking here at the volume, we were above volume today. Turnover rate being 95.64%. That is very high and very concerning. Looking here at this day chart, guys, we know people are selling for a gain. Maybe it was guys that bought in on the low yesterday, or it can be people that was bought in on before the 29th, people that were buying before the 29th of last month, September. But as you can see here, guys, this order flow distribution is telling us one thing, and that is some buying pressure. We see buying pressure on that large scale order. Not only that, we see buying pressure on the medium. Not only that, we see buying pressure on the small. So, but why is the stock in the red on the close? If you take another look here at the 1 minute chart, guys, and zoom out a little bit, buying pressure actually began here. Okay, but the stock was already hit down. Zoom out a little bit, pull this down. The stock already saw some selling pressure in the pre and aftermarket hours of yesterday. Well, aftermarket of yesterday and pre-market today, we saw some selling pressure on the stock, so that isn't accounted for in this order flow distribution. Like I tell you guys all the time, the order flow distribution doesn't count the pre and aftermarket buying. So my suggestion to anyone that is looking to eye this stock, buy or eyeing the stock, to hold off on buying it just yet, because the way that these key statistics are looking, guys, we are more than likely to see a red day tomorrow, and by tomorrow being the end of the week, we can see a red week, and that is the time you want to be buying into any stock. Okay, you want to buy this thing on a red week. Looking here at the shares outstanding compared to the free float, that is a very tight. Only 11 million shares are being held. Now, as you can see here, out of that 11 million shares that are being held, guys, 2.60 million is being held by institutions, which isn't much. So that lets us know ETFs as well as retail investors are holding on to this thing as of now. But overall, guys, like I tell you guys all the time, it's a time to be buying and a time to be selling a stock. And as of now, it isn't the time to be buying it. I would just hold off on it, especially now. If you got a cost average of $1.95, you are doing it, okay? But seeing this beat down, coming all the way down to a 19 cent, and seeing the next day this thing rose up to 53 cent, guys, was a great time to be selling the stock. I would treat FAMI as a trade and not an investment. Okay, so that being said, guys, next stock I want to take a look at here is Ater, A-T-E-R. Shout out to Drew Peterson for the super chat. This is his request, guys. Okay, this stock was showing as though that it's out of its falling wedge. Now we're currently starting to come down in price. Now, seeing as though that we did build some support levels on the way up. Okay, guys. Recent high being recent high being $19, $19.10. And on this day, guys, it came all the way down on the low $9. Very volatile. The day after that was low being $10.52, the high being $16.93. High on this day, $13.97, low $9.10. Well, 11 cents. So we finally broke the recent resistance here. well, support. Sorry about that. We broke the recent support here. Now we're currently sitting here at $8.29. But looking at this turnover rate, I can live with that, guys. I can live with that turnover rate. Let's check out Ater's order flow distribution. Well, this is the week chart, by the way. But looking here at this order flow distribution, we see some selling pressure. Now, the large scale orders in the last 5 days isn't in our favor whatsoever. We see selling pressure on all three levels here in Ater. Back to this day chart, though, guys, we did break that. It was support levels. Now, like I was telling you guys, we were all hoping that Ater was going to form that handle, but it didn't, and it's currently seeing a downtrend right now, guys. Now, if you were caught up in that 1910, yes, this is the perfect time for you to be averaging down. Perfect average down for you guys. Now, I know a lot of people already did average down, and everyone is wondering, when is ATER going to make its turnaround? Now, when Ater, the first time we're going to see here in ATER's turnaround, guys, is we're going to see a lot of volume coming in with a large-scale order favoring the inflow. That is going to be a huge indicator that ATER is about to make its turnaround, guys. So you want to get out there and watch this stock, put it on your watch list, okay? Now, if you're down on this play, I wouldn't give up on it just yet. Okay, guys, I wouldn't give up on it just yet because this chart isn't looking too bad, okay? As long as we don't break levels of, let me put it right back here. As long as we don't break those levels of $7.12. If we don't go under $7.12, there's a very good chance that this stock will rebound. Now, if we go under that, guys, all hopes is lost. All hopes in ATER will be lost if we do break $7.12. Next stock my boy Drew Peterson wants to talk about is BRN. What we are looking at here is the day chart. They're not showing the order flow. Let's check out that order flow distribution. As you can see here, very low numbers on the order flow distribution. Now, as far as the large scale, it isn't in our favor whatsoever, but we do see some buying pressure by the retail investor, which is that small order flow. Guys, we will talk about SGC, KPLT, nrbo. We will get as well as any, guys, but we have to take care of our super chats first, guys. If you want your ticker heard and spoken about, all you have to do is drop a super chat and we will put that in line. Okay, now as far as BRN, as you can see here today, it's been quite some time since this stock saw a green day. It's been 3 whole trading days. But one thing about this, ever since it hit that recent low, $2.26, we have been building support levels on our way up. Okay, now looking here at the volume. Volume is under today. Now, this isn't a high volume trading stock whatsoever. As you can see here, the average volume is only 370,000, which isn't much, especially a lot of stocks we tend to talk about here on the channel. But looking here at that turnover rate, is very low. I can live with that. I love that turnover rate. The range is above that turnover, but by the turnover being that small, that is expected to see that happen. Back to this order flow distribution. One thing about this, guys, these numbers are very low. Okay, now looking at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, even if we did see a nice large come in, guys, it isn't going to have too much effect, because if we add up these large scale orders in the last 5 days, it is still weighing heavy on us. Guys, what's up with those thumbs up? We got 162. We only got 201 people watching. So with that being said, I know it's at least 20 of you guys that forgot to hit that like on your way in. So don't forget to smash that like button. It really does help the channel grow, because the more likes we get, the more YouTube recommends the video to people that haven't saw the channel yet. So channel grows, the Discord grows, our portfolio grows, guys. Now, shout out to A for the super chat. He says, do we average down or sell PMCB, XOS, HEPA, AEHL? To be honest with you, I will sell HE, AEHL. Honestly, bro, I will sell all 3 of those stocks. It all depends what is your cost average on the plate, guys. Everyone's situation is different, so that's why I encourage a lot of people to get over to the Discord. Add me as a friend, because once we start our one-on-ones, guys, I can look at your portfolio on a one-on-one basis, and we can come up with a game plan. Which stock should you average down on? Which stock should you sell completely? Which sector are you too heavy on? Which sector you're too light on? Okay, which stocks should you treat as a trade and not an investment? Okay, so guys, if you haven't sent me a friend request just yet, you might want to do that as soon as possible over in the Discord, because once we start our one-on-ones, guys, that is going to be needed. You will have to be my friend in the Discord in order to get a one-on-one, guys. Now, back to BRM, my boy Drew Peterson. Now, looking at this stock, as you can see here, day chart, hitting that recent $3.50, currently sitting here at $2.91. Okay, so this stock isn't doing bad. Okay, some very volatile days, with the opening being $3.31 on this day of trading, coming as low as $2.84, with it closing at $2.94. On today's trading, it was just on the up and up. As you can see here, opening at $2.77, the high being $2.91, with the low being $2.74. We look here at this 1 minute, guys. This thing closed at what we call a key, guys. I'm going to show you some stock lingo today. Anytime a stock closes at a peak like this is what we call a key. Now, anytime a stock closes with a key, guys, it's a huge indicator that this stock will see some buying pressure on tomorrow's trading. Now, I'm 100% confident that this stock will see a green day, my boy Drew. Now, the next stock we're going to look at, Drew, is USWS. I'm surprised a lot of you guys not sending those OTCs around on the chat. Now, looking here at yesterday's pre-market action here in U.S. Well Services, my boy J Balls, J Balls, but Jingle Bells, that's what it stands for. Yeah, I should have been a comedian, guys. That's my side hustle, comedy. But as you can see here, like I tell you guys all the time, anytime you see some stagnant movement like this stock is building some type of pressure. In this case, it built some buying pressure. Now, buying pressure in this aftermarket. Start to see some selling in the pre-market. Then we came down to that $2.37, which wasn't today's low, guys. In fact, this thing closed at a low. All right, now closing at a low doesn't mean it's going to see selling pressure, guys. One thing about closing at low, that is a good chance that it can reverse. And as you can see here, it did. Okay, the loss that we saw here was already regained in the aftermarket hours. If we look here at the analysis and check out this order flow distribution, we do see large scale orders is in our favor here. Last 5 days, as you can see here, guys, look at those numbers. Okay, look at those large scales in the last 5 days. But if we look here at the small as well as the medium, which can indicate the retail investor, the wealthy retail investor, the medium, the small retail investor, we do see some buying pressure by those two. Okay, so with that being said, they are the ones that holding this stock up right now. Looking here at that turnover rate being 10%. It is higher than the range, but those numbers are very close in comparison. Okay. Today's volume was much better than the average, of course, but this was a very volatile day. Looking at this pre-market movement, seeing what happened during today's trading, okay, closing under the VWAP at a low, at today's low. I'm pretty sure that this thing can see a green day tomorrow as well. Not much, though. Not much, Drew, but I'm pretty sure it will close tomorrow trading on a green note. Now, for my boy 4K, wants to talk about GROM. Grom Social. Grom Social saw everything is volatile. Was a chart this would be it. Okay, guys. Very, very strange, if you ask me. Saw buying pressure in yesterday's aftermarket. Started to see some selling pressure towards the end, right at the open of the pre-market. Buying pressure that gave out closer towards the open. Saw some more buying pressure. Started to trade sideways, trading most of the day above the VWAP until this institutional pullout. Okay, guys, this is the effect that an institutional pullout can have on the stock. Why? Because it happened so quick, which can cause a lot of retail investors to panic sell for some gain or for a loss, guys. Really, day traders hate that. Now, it really doesn't affect anyone that is planning on investing because they're just going to buy that dip. But as you can see here, another one. That's why I use the 1 minute chart. A lot of people say, oh, why is this guy using the 1 minute chart? So we can see the institutional pullouts. Okay, so we can see the institutions either locking in gains because those orders get filled pretty quickly. Now, I want to take a look here at the analysis, though. We do see some buying pressure, though, on the large scale, which was the beginning of the day. As you can see here, buying pressure all in our face. But once that institutional pullout came about, guys, that caused some selling pressure. But looking here at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, that's a huge, huge difference from what we saw here in the last 5 days. But looking here at the medium, as well as the small buying pressure on overall of the stock. Okay, today's open was $4.70. Okay, today's high, $6.35, guys. So we did see some buying pressure on it. But towards the end of the day, that institutional pullout, this is what an institutional pullout can do. From the recent high, and they always are right by the day's high, guys. Okay, so expect that to happen. Now, that caused some selling pressure on this stock, shot it all the way down to today's low. No, was that today's low? I'm getting ahead of myself. Shot us down. Okay, we're going to call it this one, $4.70. Okay, shot us down to $4.70. Towards the end of the day, we started to see some buying pressure, which was by the retail investor, of course. Looking here in the aftermarket hours, guys, we see selling pressure on this puppy. My suggestion to you, K4, this thing is going to see a red day tomorrow. Red day tomorrow. Do we average down? Yeah, I sell all 3 of those stocks. PE. Now, J-Balls, Jingle Bells. Did you want us to talk about any stock? Now, let's go over a few stocks that a lot of you guys want us to talk about here in the comment section. I'm seeing a lot of Noro. I'm seeing a lot of Noro. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. Noro. A lot of Noro. Noro did see some huge. Anytime. Thanks for that super chat. It really does help, man. I love to know that you guys appreciate what's going on here. I love to see the appreciation you guys give, guys. I really do. Oops. I really do love to see that appreciation. Now, looking here at what happened here in Noro, guys, as you can see here, buying pressure right out the gate. Even though we saw some huge selling pressure in the pre-market going into today's trading, huge selling pressure. Huge selling pressure. Reason why we saw that, because if you look here at the type of buying pressure that we saw here yesterday, guys, a lot of people will call this a bull trap, but we can't call it that because we closed here at 11% gain. But as you can see here during today's trading, we did see that high, $10.09. Another reason why I tell a lot of people being able to trade during the pre and after market hours is key, especially for us retail investors, guys, because we get great opportunities to sell and buy. Sammy says ENG and XENE. I got you, Sammy. Just stick around for that one, because we have, yeah, Sammy, you're up next. Sammy's up next. Did you do Prog yet? Yeah, Brandon, I did do Prog, but I'll touch back on base with that for you again. But yeah, after Sammy, I'm gonna do Prog for you, Brandon. And Brandon is always in the comment section, guys, showing his support. So I gotta show some support back, man. In fact, he's the #1 hearted comment. Like, anytime he comment, that actually thumbs up on my end. It says #1 subscriber that you hearts their comments so much due to the fact that the guy is always in the comment section, guys. So have to social support on that. But looking here at nrbo, the buying pressure that we saw here in nrbo, guys, we had a great opportunity to make a quick flip from that $8.51 to that $10.73. Guys, get a trading platform that allows you to trade during these hours. If you don't have it, it's in my description right now. Click that Webull link, sign up. You will get 2 free stocks. Not only that, you will be able to buy crypto as well. Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, those type of shit coins that people love. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to trade those as well, guys. Now, looking here though, a lot of that buying pressure gave out. Even hit a low. Even hit a low on this trading. Well, really, we hit that low during the first few moments of the trading day. $8.96, man. That was crazy. Huge in volatility. From 1073 all the way to that 896. But as you can see here, throughout the day, guys, we kind of held our own here in the stock. As you can see, we did hold our own. We did come under that VWAP, but we didn't hit the low after that. We did hit that 975. We basically stood above 9 throughout most of the day, and that is awesome to see. Now, we did pick our pace back up after coming under the VWAP that low. We traded along it somewhat, picked back up, guys, and currently closed under. Now, I do feel as though nrbo will see a red day tomorrow. Okay, closing under this VWAP, seeing that it was under volume, looking here at that high turnover rate, range being 13%. Not only that, this order flow distribution, guys, looking here at this large scale order coming in, we do see some selling pressure by the small. If you look here at the percentage, it's not much, but it does show selling pressure, not too much for us to go after. But looking here at that medium, we do see some buying pressure, but this was all indicators of the trading day. Now, seeing that turnover rate lets us know a lot of people that were in gains sold today. A lot of people are playing this as a day trade, so don't expect this thing to just continue to slowly rise up, guys. We do need to see some people starting to hold this stock, and as you can see here in a overall downtrend. Yes, guys, we made a huge profit off of nrbo in the past. Me personally would have had an opportunity to sell this thing for 1,000% gain, and I only held it for 3 days. But I ended up selling on this day. Okay, I thought I was going to get more, got greedy, and ended up selling for a little bit over 800% gain. Okay. Okay, in fact, I invested. I forgot the amount we invested here. I think it was like $2 grand, a little bit over $2 grand, if I'm not mistaken. We had an opportunity to turn that into 20 pretty fast, guys. That's why I want you guys to know turning 1K into 100K isn't hard whatsoever, man. A lot of people tend to make it seem as though it's not possible. Guys, I'm going to make everyone here into a believer. All right? Don't stop believing, because we're going to turn that to 1K, guys. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. But looking here at nrbo, guys, yes, tomorrow we'll see a red day. Now we're going to take care of Sammy. Then I got you, Brandon. CEI. But before we take care of you, Sammy, we got to take a quick look at CEI really quickly. Okay, very volatile day in the aftermarket. Don't panic, guys. Please, 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 please do not panic. All right, just hold it down. I know a lot of you guys got a cost average close to $8. Some people got the 90-cent rule. A couple of you got $1.17s and all that. We're still sitting high, guys. Like I tell you guys all the time. The Robinhooders isn't selling right now. Robinhooders have no choice but to hold on to their shares, and once they be able to trade during tomorrow's trading day, expect this thing to rise back up in price. Now we're going to take a look here at what my boy Sammy wants. BNG. Looking here at ENG. Hold on. ENG. Before we talk about ENG, let's see those thumbs up. We got 195, guys. 203 watching. I know at least 5 new people came in and forgot to hit that thumbs up. So this is a reminder, guys. Smash that like button, all right? Now, looking at what happened here in ENG. See some buying pressure in the pre-market, as well as slight selling pressure. We started to trade along the VWAP in the pre-market. Very spotty trading. We did see some buying pressure in yesterday's aftermarket as well, which even gave us more buying pressure in this pre-market. But looking at what happened during the trading day, most of the morning up until lunchtime, we were seeing huge buying pressure. We do see some institutional pullouts. That was on a high. It wasn't today's high completely, but it was very close. $2.81. We see an institutional pullout here. Caused some selling pressure, but it wasn't enough. We started to see some buying pressure by the retail investor trading sideways here, hitting today's high. Okay, let's take a look here at order flow. Large scale order is outperforming the inflows, which is expected. Just looking here at this chart. Now looking here at the aftermarket hours, as you can see here, guys, we did close under that VWAP. The volume started to slow down here in this stock towards the end of the day. Just by looking at this chart, it is obvious to tell. See a lot of spotty trading, no huge candles, very low shares being moved around here. As you can see, 12,000 in this minute, which isn't much. We're used to seeing 20, 30,000. Now looking here at this low turnover rate, is higher than the range. That is awesome. Okay, we are above volume, but the volume started to cut off on us towards the end of the day. As you can see here, closing here at a flat line, guys. We do see a 4% gain on the trading. Back to this order flow. Large scale orders in the last 5 days isn't in our favor. We do see some selling by that large scale, aka institutional pullouts. But looking here at the buying pressure on the medium and small guys, the retail investor believes as though that this stock is worth more than $2.60. In fact, they are willing to pay for shares above that because they were paying for it around the $2.84 range, $2.80 range. They were just buying up the stock. So that lets us know if this stock price goes beyond that, they will continue to buy it. Shout out to my boy Chris. Chris has sent us a super chat. He says, AKA and bro, is that a ticker or is he just playing? Listen. You guys are crazy, man. Somebody let me know, is that a ticker or not? Because I am what we call confused, aka Bonvoy. Bonvoy. We're gonna do CEI, guys. You know we gotta do CEI. That's our Discord name. Oh, Black Nicholson be on the ones and twos, man. How do you, yeah, this guy knows everybody Discord name on a one-on-one basis, guys. Got a memory like an elephant. I told this guy something like a month ago, and he remembered it. Like, crazy. But, okay, thanks for all you guys. Okay, guys, everyone that's in the Discord, shout out my boy Chris in the Discord. Show him some love in the Discord, man. Show him some love in the Discord. Please do that. Thanks, Chris. Really do appreciate that super chat. It does go a long way. It lets me know you guys appreciate what I'm doing. And oh yeah, guys, everyone that is watching, please don't forget we're having a raffle for a MacBook Pro, which is a very good tool for trading, if not a very good gift to anyone that you want to give it to. Tickets are only $25. We will be raffling off that MacBook on Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving raffle. Any money that we acquire more than what the MacBook is worth, guys, we're going to be using that for a giveaway, for our PlayStation 5 giveaway. Okay, we're giving away a PlayStation 5 for Christmas. Okay, guys, I know a lot of us have kids that will love that. So with that being said, we are giving away a PlayStation 5 for free. No raffles needed, no money needed for that. We're just raising money now, so we can do that, guys. And we're going to be having a Valentine's Day giveaway as well, guys, for a vacation giveaway. We're going to be giving away that as well for Valentine's Day. So trying to do our part, giving away to people that actually need things like that, guys. So we're making so much money across the stock market, we're able to do things like that. Now, looking here at this thing though, the buying pressure that we saw here in the beginning of the day got put out by those institutional pullouts, but we did see some more, but we gave all that up and closed here. Now, looking at what's going on, I'm pretty sure that this will see a green day. I'm liking all the key indicators with that range, that 10% on the turnover, not too high. We know for a fact not too many people are selling for their gain right now here in the stock. Now, the next stock we're going to take a look at is XENE. Yeah, guys, we're going to keep taking a look here at CEI due to the fact that that's one of our 1K to 100K plays, man. So it's only right? Now, this pharmaceutical stock, I know a lot about this puppy. Now, one thing about this thing, guys, we know pharmaceutical stocks are very volatile. Very, very volatile, all right? But one thing I can say about this thing, guys, it isn't a high volume stock whatsoever. That's the only thing it loses. But this thing, day after day, does have a very low turnover rate. But if we look here at the shares outstanding compared to free float, isn't much. Not too many shares are being held. Take a look here at the analysis on today's trading. As you can see here, we see some selling pressure. Overall selling pressure, of course. As far as that large scale orders in the last 5 days, it is looking in our favor. Now, back to this day chart. As you can see here, guys, this is the type of effect that large scale orders have on the stock. If we refer it to the large scale orders in the last 5 days, guys. Now, if you were looking at this stock prior to what we see here, it wasn't any movement whatsoever in large scale. Okay, and then on the 4th, when that large scale came in about, guys, look what it did to the stock. This was actually the first large scale inflow that we saw here in a while. And this is what it does to the stock. Now, if we look at what happened on the 5th, we do see a decline, right? Look at what happened here on the 6th, we do see a rise. If we look at what happened here on the 7th, we do see a rise. That's why I tell you guys our main focus here is the large and small, because they do have a huge effect here on the stock. Shout out to my boy Ryan Mack. Can we please take a peek at BIMI? Hit a 52-week high, 52-week low today. Seems like a possible run could happen, but would like to know your thoughts. Thank you. Okay, Ryan, I got you on that one. Shout out to Ryan for that super chat. I'm just going through the live chats right now, guys. But yeah, large scale orders is very important, guys. One thing on this channel, I'm going to teach and not preach. I'm going to teach you guys a lot of indicators to use here on Webull. Another reason why I need you guys to get out there and hit that Webull link, so we can all be on the same page, okay? Because I only can see a certain amount of stocks each and every day. More eyes are better than one. Well, in this case, more eyes are better than two. And you guys can look at certain stocks that I'm not familiar with, and you will be able to call out a run and bring it to the Discord, guys, so we all can reap those benefits. I want everyone to be good as a trader as I am, if not better, okay? That is my goal. Sensei, all right? But as you can see here, man, large scale orders does play a big role here, especially a stock that trades like this, guys. Like I tell you guys all the time, anytime you see a day trade, a stock that is moving stagnantly like this, not too much up, not too much down, basically staying in the same ranges, especially these last 5 days, it's building some type of pressure. And in this case, it was buying pressure on a huge scale, very massive buying pressure, all right? Thanks, bro. Do you need anything from Turkey or Egypt? I mean, you can send me something from Egypt. I want some sand from Egypt. If you can pack some sand from Egypt and put it inside, or Turkey, put it inside a mason jar and send it to me. I take that. Just chilling. Just chilling is always around. Robinhood can sell until 6 p.m. But I know one thing Robin can't do. Robinhood can't buy in the pre-market, guys. You know, Robinhood cannot buy in the pre-market. A lot of times in the pre-market, you do get a great buying opportunity. But next stock we're going to take a look at here is for my boy, Brandon. Brandon wants to take a quick look here at Prog. Whoa. I was about to say, Prog is up like that. I missed that thing. But one thing I was saying about Prog, we do see some nice support here at that. What did we call it? Hold on, I gotta look at the key indicators. I said $1.38. No, $1.32. Nice support around $1.32. No, it was $1. Yeah, dollar. Let me check these charts again. C21 here, 38 here, 33 here, $1.32. We'll see some nice support there. Shout out to my boy Freeman. What's up, Freeman? He wants to talk about the MVST. I got you, man. No super chat gets left behind. I'll tell you that. No super chat gets left behind. But we're gonna take a look at my boy Ryan Mack after Prog, and then I got you Freeman. Y'all crazy. Oh wait, that's Chinese drywall. I take my weed with me from here. Let me get some Chinese sand. Double hump. You guys is crazy, man. Anytime I look down at those comments, guys, it tickles my fancy. But yeah, though, support, nice support here in Prog. It's $1.32. Brandon. But one thing I can say about Prog, seeing how it's trading right now, I'm pretty sure that Prog may see. Hold on. Let me just check out this aftermarket, because it's been a while since we looked at this thing. Yeah, we're seeing some stagnant trading. A lot of barking, a lot of spotty trading. Only 79 shares was moved around on this minute. So volume isn't here whatsoever during the aftermarket hours. So we know for a fact that institutions isn't touching this thing right now. All right, low volume in the aftermarket hours. I'm pretty sure that this stock may see a green day. It's very hard to tell. What you really want to watch out for Prog is what happens in the pre-market for tomorrow. That will be a telltale sign. But one thing about that direct offering being closed, guys, we have that behind us. All right, we have that behind us right now. We are above volume today with that range, 13% with the turnover being 40. I can live with that, guys. I can live with that. And the good thing about that, guys, it was a direct offering. Okay, direct offering 20 million registered direct offering of common stock priced at a premium to market under NASDAQ rules. That is huge. That is better than a public offering. Okay, my boy Christopher wants to talk about AMPY. We will get to you. Like I said before, no super chat gets left behind, guys. All right. Now let's see if you guys been doing your part. 233 thumbs up. I rest my case, guys. I rest my case. All right, you guys are doing your thing on them thumbs up, man. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And if you want to go beyond that, share this link on StockTwits top 5 trending stocks. You will. Just one share of StockTwits, man, will actually move the viewers up a lot, guys. StockTwits does tend to bring in a lot of views here on the channel. So anytime one person posts a StockTwits, just post the link of any of my videos in StockTwits, guys, it shows up on my analytics right away, because StockTwits tend to bring in thousands of views if you post it on the right tickers, because we all know StockTwits is moving faster than CEI moved down the other day. It moved up today as well. It moves faster than that. Please say hi to CEI. You know what? We're gonna take a look here at CEI. Y'all love CEI. Freak. Alright, Freeman wants to talk about. We're gonna take a look here at MVST here, but I'm gonna take a quick look at CEI. It's bouncing back, guys. This is one thing I tell you guys all the time. Do not worry. Do not worry. You are in good hands here, guys. If anything changes with CEI, the Discord will hear that first. So get over to the Discord as soon as possible so you can get my alerts faster than anything, because it does take time for me to create a 40-minute video and upload it, guys. It takes me like an hour just to export that. Not an hour, but it's like 20 minutes to export that video, and then it takes like 5 minutes to upload the video. Then it takes another 5 minutes for me to do all the description work and all that. So you want to get that alert instantly. You want to get into Discord, because I give out that alert, then I go create the video. All right. So with that being said, in fact, I give out the alert before I even buy the stock. So I want you guys to be on it as fast as possible. Next stock we're going to talk about for my boy Freeman. All right, Freeman. Buying pressure was in this pre-market on the heavy side. Heavy. What's crazy to me though, how could the buying of 52 shares push this stock up 3.91%? And the free float is over 1 million. Oh yeah, I know why. But looking here though, buying pressure here in the pre-market, which isn't going to be accounted for in the in the order flow distribution. But as you can see here, huge buying pressure right out the gate, man. Right out the gate, with today's low actually being the open. Basically, well, the second minute after the open was today's low, and it bounced up from there, hitting today's high, $7.94. This was $7.93, close to a double high. But since then, guys, just straight selling pressure across the board. Straight selling pressure. Pretty sure that's about a retail investor. And yes, it is. Selling pressure on the retail investor side across the board. We don't see any type of institutional buy-ins or pullouts today. This was 100% retail action. As you can see, being under volume, huge indicator. Huge indicator that this thing is going to be undervalued, especially when it's only retail interest going on here. But looking here at that low turnover rate. Now, turnover rate that low, seeing the range over that isn't a concern to me whatsoever. Looking here at the free float compared to the shares outstanding, that is a massive difference. Close to 50% of the shares are being held currently in investors' back pocket. Looking here at the institutional holdings though, institutions doesn't have a huge presence here. As you can see here, guys, institutions only own 2.97% of that shares outstanding, with a total of 8.94 million shares. Now we know retail investors are holding most of MVST. Looking here at the ETFs, they don't own much whatsoever. Only 0.57% of that shares outstanding, which isn't much. 64 institutions in here. We do see them shave off 18.23 thousand shares, which isn't a lot whatsoever. All right. Now, if we take a look here at this day. This day chart, guys, man, I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. But like I tell you guys all the time, it's time to be buying the stock, it's time to be selling it. If you ask me, MVST, this isn't even the time to be buying it. Okay, just because we see a green day here doesn't mean that this thing is in a turnaround. Okay, we do need to see some more green days, not a huge green day, guys, Even if you miss out on that, we see stocks shoot up all the time, guys. If you miss out on a buying opportunity, on an opportunity to make some money on a play, don't be mad at yourself, guys. It's thousands, millions of stock tickers out there. Not millions, but it is over hundreds of thousands out there, guys. So it's money to be made all across the board. But if you ask me, this isn't the time to be touching this stock just yet. We do need to see it get its footing right. As you can see here, being under volume, that has to turn around. Okay, today's high being $7.94, with the low being $7.46, with it closing at $7.61 and the open $7.50, guys. Not too much movement. Not too much movement. Looking here at the estimated borrow fee though, 144.90%. That isn't too high due to the fact that this thing should be lower than that if you ask me, but it isn't too high. Not like screaming out short squeeze target, because it can't be a short squeeze due to the fact that people selling this stock, a short squeeze is when the hedge funds have to actually buy back shares from an investor, whether that is an institutional investor or a retail investor. In this case, that free float is so wide, guys. If they did buy back shares, they can just get it out the free float. All right, so this wouldn't be a short squeeze whatsoever. But if they do buy back the shares at this price, it will rise the price. Okay, not as much as you think though, guys. It will shoot the price up around $9.25 from where we stand here today. All right, now the next stock I want to take a look at here and you know what it is, from my boy Christopher. Shout out to Christopher for that super chat. AMPY. Amp Energy. Amplify Energy Corpse. Shot down and killed. Now looking here though, guys, we do have a gap up all the way to $5. Okay. Now my only concern here in this play is if this thing shoots up to $5 relatively quickly, it will shoot back down trying to fill up that gap. Now, if this thing gradually moves up, you don't have to worry about that reversal. All right. Now, this is a great play, if you ask me. Let's check out the news. Another oil type of company. As you can see here, ship anchored near oil pipeline made unusual movements. Okay, we did hear a offshore oil spill here. Okay, now they were blaming this company, which is the reason why this company did shoot down the price. Now, when the news come out that it wasn't them, guys, this stock is going to shoot up. The same reason, the same situation that CEI was in, guys. Now, this may be a great play, guys, but what you want to do, hold off on it. Put this in your watch list. I like what I see here. Put this in your watch list. All right. Put it in your watch list and wait until we see these levels reach. We did hit that low, $2.68. Put this in your watch list, guys. Let's see if we can see the type of volume coming into this play like we did see here today. Watch it in the pre-market hours. If we continue to see some huge buying pressure in the pre-market, guys, this thing is going to be a runner. Okay, in fact, I do believe this could be a huge runner, guys, looking at it. But looking there at that 52-week high, I'm not too sure that we will pass that. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to pass that next week, but the type of movement you want to see here in this play is slow but surely. Look here in the days in the past. You can see here how it was moving. We want to see that same type of movement here from these levels. Okay, I do believe we will be reaching $4.50 though here pretty quickly off this play. Shout out my boy Ben. Ben, if you want to talk about a ticker, just drop it down there, please. He wants to talk about MTTR. We will get to that right after this one, Ben. Let's take a look here at those thumbs up. Nice thumbs up, guys. We got 255. If you forgot to give us a thumbs up on this video, please do so now. This is your time to do it. Now, I do believe this is a good play, guys. Put this in your watch list, man. This is going to be a money maker very, very soon. All right, put it in your watch list. And if you're feeling like jumping on it now, use 10% of your initial buying power so you can average down if that comes about. All right. Next stock we're going to take a look at. Next stock we're going to take a look at is MMTR. MTTR. Ooh, MMTR, guys, as you can see here, maybe forming that cup. Maybe forming that cup, guys. If that is the case, we may be seeing levels around $22 here pretty soon. Let's take a look here at the volume. Above volume today, range rate being 11, and that turnover 2.48%. Man, that's good. Man, that turnover looking good. Let's take a look here at these large scale orders today. No movement in the inflow whatsoever. Okay, no movement in the inflow whatsoever. We do see selling pressure on all three levels. Take a look here at the 1 minute chart really quickly. See what really went on. Buying pressure in pre-market was not accounted for on that large scale order. No, that's not even a large scale order. Only 146 million. Only 146 shares was moved around on this 1.0% gain. But we do see some set buying pressure here though, guys. Now, what we do notice though is the type of buying pressure that this stock saw in the beginning of the day. Okay, look at this. Let's see, there had to be some news coming on this thing to see do something like that. No recent news. But we do see some news from the past. Price target $25. Now, seeing this thing did see this huge movement. Okay, 851,000 shares being moved around in this minute alone for a 4.59% gain, which was mostly buying by the stock. As you can see here, free float is quite high though. Okay, so right after that, we see this candle. 446,000 shares being moved around in this minute for a drop of 1.85%. Back to the analysis, order flow distribution, which is a indicator of that institutional pullout. Like I tell you guys all the time, this comes about right after a day's high, man. Those institutions know when to lock in gains better than anyone, if you ask me. But looking at how it's trading here along the VWAP throughout the day, bouncing off the VWAP and staying basically above it, closing above the VWAP, guys. MTTR should see a green day tomorrow, guys. A nice green day tomorrow on tomorrow's trading. Okay, average volume coming in high 2.85 million, 52-week high 28 bones, with that low being $10.45, man. So risk versus reward, man, it's in the middle right now. It's in the middle right now. So 50-50 risk versus reward here. CEI, man. CEI better be selling off the way y'all telling me to look at this thing. Like, bro, this is a stock that I can wake up late on and have no worries. Like, it's in the oil sector. Oil is actually being, the price of oil is actually high right now. A lot of people are thinking that oil is just going to be a thing in the past, and it's not. I mean, everything that is electric deals with gears, okay? Those gears had to be lubricated. So don't think oil is going anywhere, okay? Oil is needed for cruise ships, planes, Okay, not everything is going to be running off batteries anytime soon. You're not going to see a battery-powered plane at least in the next 20 years, guys. Those batteries are heavy. Okay, so these planes are going to need oil. These cruise ships is going to need oil. I mean, as the global economy opens up and we start to see travel going back at 100%, that oil is going to be booming. With the price being high, these stocks are going to even benefit even more. All right, so CEI looking good, man. CEI looking good. This guy had a better cost average than me on CEI, guys. I thought I was killing it with the 47-cent cost average before I sold. This guy got a 0.3 on the cost average. Round of applause for that guy, man. That means that guy held throughout the drop. I couldn't do that, man. Couldn't do that one. BIMI. BIMI, I got you, Ryan. I got you, Ryan. This gotta be late, man. BIMI. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. What we have here, a very, very low volume trade stock. Let's take a look here at the institutional holding before we look at anything. Okay, as you can see here, man, 13 institutions isn't much. They only own 2.14% of this thing. Let's take a look here at the order flow really quick. Large scale orders in the last 5 days. We don't see any movement. So you know what that means, fellas. If we see a large scale order come in this thing, whether it's out or inflow, that is going to move the stock. Looking here at these low, medium, and small type of numbers, though, you see buying pressure on it. But with that large scale, all it takes is a small, large scale movement to move this thing, guys. It's very low in volume. Well, my boy Ryan, yeah, Ryan, all it's going to take is a large scale order, bro. Whether that's in or outflow, it is going to move the stock. We don't see any movement in the last 5 days. So turnover rate is quite low. It's in your favorite range. I mean, you can't really hold too much against that. Look how low that turnover is. Yeah, that's Webull just chilling. And it's Webull. Like I said, guys, if you don't have Webull and you want to see these and you want to be on the same page with me with these indicators and you do plan on having one-on-ones with me, you got to get Webull, guys, because we're going to go over these indicators. I'm going to show you how to read financial statements. I'm going to show you what to pick out in the incomes, balance sheets, what to look out for that. I love this balance sheet, though, on BIMI. In case you guys don't know, anytime you're looking at the balance sheet, you want to make sure these total assets, which is highlighted in blue, outweigh the total liabilities. Okay, you don't want more liabilities than your assets, of course. As far as debt to asset, one thing about that, guys, you have to compare it to its peers. Okay, you have to compare that to its peers. Now, one thing about the debt to asset, that only just tells you their ability to pay off their debt. All right, that is huge. So get Webull, guys. The link is in the description below. It's free to sign up. You get 2 free stocks if you do sign up. You're able to trade cryptos such as Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ether. Cardano is on its way over there. So with that being said, man, it is the place to be. We get all these indicators. We get to trade during pre and after market hours. And Webull is always doing promotions. All right, guys. As well as getting over there in the Discord, guys. You do have to get over there to that Discord if you do want to have one-on-ones with me, and add me as soon as possible, guys, because only people that I will be doing one-on-ones with, they have to be on my friends list, okay? So when I go back to that Discord, man, and I want to see a lot of ads. All right, guys. Now looking here, though, what's going on in BIMI, man. This thing shot bad under the VWAP. 51,000 shares being moved. A lot of this was selling to the institutions, order flow distributions. A lot of that was selling. Pretty sure that was that mid and small just coming all in one during that minute. As you can see here in this moment, 51,000 shares in this minute, but this is what it usually sees, 701. 100, 11,000, 247. Okay, so that was very strange to see a stock like this just break out all that type of volume in 1 minute. Okay, this 1 minute actually opened here at 60 cents. No, opened at 60 cents and the low was 57. So it dropped 3 cents right here in this moment alone off 51,000 shares. So most of that was selling, guys. 80% of that 1 minute saw some selling pressure on the stock. Today's high, though, being 63 cents. Closing here at the young 62.40. We do see currently under the VWAP, man. This thing is going to see a red day tomorrow just by looking at these key indicators. I mean, just because the turnover rate is low volume, a very low volume stock. The only thing that this stock needs is some large scale movement, which is going to push this stock up or down in a very, very big way. All right, overall downtrend, like I tell you guys all the time. And actually, we hit the 52-week low today. Now it's the time to be buying the stock and the time to be selling the stock. As you can see here, this thing made 52-week lows for the last 1, 2, 3. Last 3 days, it shot a 52-week low. My boy Ryan Mack, I wouldn't even have mentioned it. It had looked at the average volume. That's a dud. Thanks you. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's time to be buying it and time to be selling it, though. So you might be able to scalp some gains. Treat this like a trade, Ryan. Don't treat it like an investment. Thank you. Buying 100,000 of FAMI now, then. Let me see what this guy talking about. Danny? I think Danny and him. Let me see. Danny, what you talking about? What you talking about, Danny? If anybody know where that reference comes from, drop it in that comment section, guys. Where did I get that from? What you talking about, Danny? Because I really want to know. Willis. He got it. And it's funny that you got Drummer after that, Mr. Drummer. Dennis the Menace. Yeah, different strokes. Yeah, guys. Danny, I don't know where you get. I mean, 10. Well, it's good. I mean, I wouldn't YOLO on that 10K shares right now, man. Due to the fact that use 10% as your initial buy-in. Use 10% of your initial buy-in. If this thing goes down more, then you add more to it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get caught without any buying pressure, YOLO in the stock, bro, it will cause you to sell for a loss. Due to the fact that you don't want to lose too much. So if you can average down, you will be more willing to hold a bag if you can average down. It's all about a psychological thing, psychological standpoint on it. Now let's check these thumbs up. We got 267. 267. All right, now we're gonna take a look here at that you guys want to look at. We're gonna take some quick looks. Okay, we did in Noro. We're gonna take a look here at SDC. I've been hearing all that SDC talk. Smile direct. It was somebody that came in my comment section was like, man, why you're not talking about SDC and it's pushing? I mean, SDC recent low was $5.02, and it came to $6.76. Not too much to even brag about, you know. That's 30%. So it shot up 37%. We add today's high, 39% since that recent low. All right, one thing I don't like about SDC as far as the fundamentals, man. Look, check this out. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I wouldn't treat this like an investment if I was paid to do so. Looking here at the total assets compared to the total liabilities, man, that is too close for my comfort. Total assets is 0.96. Total liabilities is 0.93. Debt to asset is higher than all three. This thing owes more debt than America does as a whole, man. 96.45, bro. I wouldn't touch it. Man, look, treat this like an investment, guy. Not investment. Treat it like a trade. You might be able to run away with some gains, bro. But if you're in SDC, now is the time to sell. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Sell this thing. You can rinse and repeat if you want to, but you're going to see a long decline here pretty soon, guys. If you look at the stock overall, man, it's just not in a good place. Look at that freaking balance sheet. Let's look at the income. Revenue is worse than the quarter before. Year over year, it's higher. Of course, they do have revenue coming in, but the balance sheet isn't in my favor whatsoever, guys. CEI financials. CEI is in a different type of sector. They're in the oil sector, which means this is a needed product, guys. In case you don't know what's going on in oil, it's money to be made due to the fact that if you look at the overall price of oil per barrel, of course, any type of oil stock is going to go up. All right. So that is, if we're talking crap about this financials, man, yeah, the financials ain't all that. But we're not playing this as an investment, though. We're playing this as a trade. Hold on, let me check out these financials. Let me show you these financials. Balance sheet is better. It's not the best balance sheet, but if you compare that debt to asset, it is fine. 12.27% compared to SDC's 90 crazy ass percent. Now, if you look here at the total assets compared to the total liabilities, it is much better than SDC's. A lot better than SDC's. In fact, if you compare the two balance sheets, man, they're not even, you can't even compare the two. Just look at it out, like 11.80 compared to 1.61. Now, if you look there at the debt to asset, that's only 12.27%. What about CEI's financials? And who said that? Safai? I don't know how to say that name. But yeah, don't hide now, brother. Don't hide now. You want to check out the cash flow? Look at the cash flow. Look at it. Look at that cash flow, man. Look at the cash flow. Now, we're looking at the cash flow. Would I show you SDC's cash flow? See, it's different. Like, when you got a product that is needed globally compared to Smile Direct's product, it doesn't even compare, guys. That's like apples and oranges. This is an oil, which like liquid gold. All right. Yeah, you trying to hide now? Don't hide now. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at SDC's cash flow. SDC does have some nice cash flow. Operating is 33.23. But they're investing 2,000, no, 2. Let's check out. Yeah, the cash flow is good here in SDC, but it's still not going to save their butts due to the fact that it's a different type of product. When you're mining oil, or you're dealing with oil, your operation cost is much higher than when you're just SDC. No, this is not even SDCs. Let me get like, what the fuck? This, my friend, is SDCs. Dude, I almost had broke a sweat there, fellas. This is SDC's cash flow. Big difference, isn't it? Huge difference, bro. SDC compared to freaking you want to see SDC's, CEI's? No, I got it wrong. Wrong ticker. Yes, that was the wrong ticker. Man, SDC, listen, I'm just proving to everyone, stay away from SDC. You can use SDC as a trade, of course. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in SDC and I got some gains right now, it's the time to be getting out. It's the time to be getting out, bro. If you look at that operating cost, It's not very well. We look at CEI's operating costs, much better. We look at their financing compared to SDC's financing, much better. Like, you can't compare the two, bro. They're two different apples and oranges. Oil versus a smile. What they make? False teeth. It's like apples and oranges, man. Can't compare the two. Send you some smoke, huh? I like Nio. One thing about Nio, thanks for reminding me. Like I told you guys in the past, $33. Well, when did I make that video? Yesterday? $33 for Nio? Or did I say that in... I forgot. I don't know if I only mentioned it in the Discord, or I mentioned it in the rundown video, or I mentioned it in that morning report. $33 for Nio was a huge buy, guys. Huge buy. And like I was telling you, a lot of people like to say these Chinese companies isn't the place to be. They're scammy, whammy, this and that. But if you can find a legit Chinese company like Nio, China's GDP rate is going to surpass America's. If not, it already is. And it's going to do it by a lot. Meaning, their country is in a growth stage. And anytime you're in a growth stage, it's money to be made. All right? Like with any stock, anytime a stock is growing, it's money to be made. Anytime you're already at the top, like America is, it's only down from there. Or if it's up from there, it's not going to be much to be made. So China has a higher GDP rate. Not only that, China's government is giving off tax write-offs if you buy a Nio vehicle rather than any other vehicle or EV vehicle. Not only that, China population is so huge, it's more Chinese, it's more people speaking English in China than it does America, man. That numbers matter a lot, especially when you're dealing with a consumer type of stock selling vehicles. All right, not only that, I know you guys heard about them moving into Europe, getting over there, guys, so that's going to be big as well. Not only that, their battery swap technology is like 1 to none, guys. No one else can offer that. Now, me personally, if I had to choose between Tesla and Nio over in China, I'm gonna go with the Nio product. No, I'm lying, guys. I'm picking Tesla. I love Tesla. All right. But as far as making money, though, guys, I'm going to pick I'm gonna go with Nio. Far as my EV company, far as my one thing about this, guys, you have to invest in the whole sector, bro. Bruh, my boy just dropped about 30 tickers on my head. CLIS, SDOR, ASTA, and SPQS. Which do you think I should load? It's dirt cheap. Now we're gonna bring them all up. Like, I never, ever got this many tickers in one whop. Oops. Okay, how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. He wants to talk about compare 4 really quickly. Oops, I only did 2 grids. Let's do 4 grids. All right, 4 grids. One thing about these cheap stocks, man, you got to make sure if they're on the NASDAQ or not. SDR. Because you know they got to be in compliance. I think you got a ticker wrong. Because SDOR isn't popping up. But I can go over this one, though. And, wow. Is this on OTC market? Bruh. Alright. And this got to be... hold on, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I think I just got trolled. I think I just got trolled. OTC, alright. OTC. They're all OTCs. One thing about an OTC, guys, there's a lot of money to be made, but it's even more money to be lost, man. Like, their regulations is much different. They don't have to be as transparent like they do on the NASDAQ, guys. So one thing about an OTC, man, it can be a fake company you invest in. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes so much to get on the New York Stock Exchange, because all the rules and regulations they have to go through. They have to report quarterly. Some stocks can report twice a year, but the stocks doesn't have to even report a revenue report to you. They don't even have to report anything. That's one reason why I'm not too comfortable with these OTCs. Now, as far as this OTC go, though, only thing I can actually go off is what they do. Industrial commercial service, business support services. That's business support. SDOR. Yeah, SDOR isn't popping up. But ASTA. What do they do? See, look, they're not even briefing me on what the company does. It just gives you a name. It doesn't even tell you key executives, guys. SPQ. It's one thing I could say about these OTCs, man. Now this is giving you everything. Hotels and entertainment services, leisure and recreation. Where is this company based out of? United States. All right, I'm going with this one. This will be the one you want to go with. Not too many fake companies in the U.S. But all those other ones, just because it's in the U.S., I'm going with this one. SFOR. And I like what they do. Let me see if they... Technology services. Between this stock and it's either between the two stocks I showed you, SPQS, between this stock and ASTA, between the two. Let me make sure this is it. They're not giving me, nope, I wouldn't touch it. SPQS. Yeah, between this one and, well, really this one. This is the one to go with, man. Out of all those stocks you mentioned, I will go with this one. CEI, man. Y'all talking about that comeback CEI. CEI. Trading along that VWAP. I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to trade through on the VWAP throughout the rest of the day. Our main focus is what this thing is going to do during tomorrow's pre-market. All right, wait till the Robinhooders get a hold of this thing. They're going to buy this thing up. All right, they're going to buy this thing up. And another thing, guys, we live in a day and age now where a tweet can crash or skyrocket a stock, man. And that is nuts. We got the Billy. Oh, we ain't hit the billion yet. But if we accounted for the pre and off the market hours, that huge turnover rate though, man. A lot of people is day trading the heck out of CEI right now. I remember when we first got in CEI, nobody was talking about this stock, guys. Can you all agree about that? No one was mentioning CEI. Days later, before I even mentioned it, even before I even made it the second challenge, the second play, NR1K to 100K challenge, guys, I was talking about this thing weeks before, like a month before. I'm putting it in every rundown because I already had bought it. I was telling people about the stock price, this and that. And I wanted to keep people up on it because I was letting you guys know this is a stock to be in. This is a stock to be in. No one was talking about the thing. But now it blew up off a tweet some guy mentioned. Well, it didn't even blow up after that. It was already in a downtrend when he mentioned it. He mentioned it on this day, in fact. The day that we rebounded after the red day. He mentioned it on this day. But, bro, I already went over. 800K scalping. Look at Rocket Lab. Thank you for reminding me about that. I'm a rocket man. That thing gave out. Let's see what happened. It had to be some bull crap for. Wow. Again, what I tell you guys all the time. Anytime a stock is trading like this, you guys are going to learn, though. You're going to learn to identify this. When the stock is trading like this, guys, it is building some type of pressure, either selling or buying. And in this case, you know what it is, selling pressure. At 1320 looks very appealing on the buy, though, on the dip side. If you ask me, 1320 would have been a very great buying opportunity. Another reason why you need to get out there and get Webull or any stock or any trading platform that allows you to trade in both pre and aftermarket hours the full time, because you might get a great selling opportunity in tomorrow's pre-market. So you don't want to be leaving anything on the table, guys. But yeah, that was a huge indicator. If I would have been on top of this before seeing this drop, guys, I would have been able to let y'all know this thing is building some type of pressure, selling or buying. In this case, selling pressure, man. Obvious indicator. Obvious indicator. But looking here at the volume, though, close to 3 times its average. 52-week high being 2134. Let's take a look at this day chart. When did we get that 2134? Not too long ago. Let's look at the support. 1346, 1380. On this high was 13. Okay. Good support levels at 1340. But yeah, though, man, looking at that 1-minute chart off top, 1320 was a great buying opportunity. If you did miss that, bro, this guy, you know what? Back to SDC. Somebody wants to talk about SDC again. Oh no, SD and SDC is 2 different things. SDC, sell it. 2 words for SDC, sell it immediately. Well, 3 words now, immediately, sell it immediately. All right, I just want you guys to be aware of that, man. This thing is about to drop like a potato. Even if it doesn't drop, it's not passing that $7.42. I don't see it happening. I do see a return towards. I do see this thing returning towards levels around 490. I think we can hit 490. I think we can go lower than. Yeah, we're returning towards levels around 490, man. That's a big gap from what we see here now. We might see a green day in between there, but we're gonna hit that 490, close to the 52-week low. Sad to say it, guys, but it is true. Robinhood can trade right now. You can buy, but you might not be able to sell during the pre-market if that thing shoots up, right? For instance, let's go back to Rocket Labs. Say Rocket Lab go up to, let's say, close here at 15 even, and then tomorrow in the pre-market we see levels around $18, and it starts to give out. Because you know, when the stock drops like this in the pre-market, aftermarket, when the pre-market opens, we see a huge gap up. You will not be able to sell at that time. So you will miss that selling opportunity here at Rocket Labs. All right. Now, this is the WSB. This is my watch list. SOS. You're holding on SOS, let it go. Northern Dynasties. Pebble Project, we're waiting on that. CTRM. Another stock. Let's check out CTRM. I haven't watched it. I haven't been looking at it. Man, CTRM is a lost cause right now, fellas. BlackBerry. BlackBerry doing its dang, man. Nope. Lost cause. BlackBerry. Let's see here. I know we're gonna go against. I know we're gonna see. And Jaguar Health. Man, bro, lost cause. If you guys was in the stock market around last year in June, every stock we looking at right now is boom. AMC. Let's see what AMC did today. AMC hit $38. We see 3 green candles on AMC. Under volume. Turnover rate 7.33%. Not too many people can sell AMC for a gain. 5.29% on that. Let's look at this order flow distribution for all you AMC guys out there. Large scale orders in the last 5 days. Add them up, count them up. Does not surpass the outflow. We do see some buying pressure on that large scale today, as well as the medium, as well as the small, but not too big of a gap to get excited. For a 1 minute chart here, though, we do see some second pressure in the aftermarket hours. We start to see some buying pressure towards the close, hitting that 38.27, which wasn't today's high. 38.55 was today's high, and we hit that going midday today. Still waiting for $29. Yes, AMC is going to hit $29, guys. It was unbelievable before, and I know for a fact it's going to hit it again. All right, who would have thought from $77 we thought it was going to go up to $200-300, but it hit 29. I'm still waiting for a short squeeze. Say, you talking about you waiting for $29? We've been waiting for a short squeeze since when? When have we been waiting? How long have we been waiting for this short squeeze, Zay? I'm pretty sure you're going to wait longer for a short squeeze than we're going to wait for $29, buddy. Bro, I'm funny, bro. I got a comic side that, like, man. SFOR. Strike Force. Strike Force. Nine months. It has been 9 months. I heard a YouTuber say, man, this thing can go over to next year. I just shook my head like, man, bro, you're going to be telling your following each and every day about the same thing in AMC, where you're repeating yourself every single time. Talking about some AMC, yeah, guys, the AMC short squeeze is going to happen. We know that the hedge funds are keeping the price down, this and that. I mean, what more can you say about AMC that hasn't been said already? If you're watching a YouTuber that continues to talk about AMC, shame on you. More so on you, man. Like, this. If I would have only talked about AMC and actually spoke good things about AMC, actually told people what they wanted to hear, I'm pretty sure my channel would have been over 200 grand right now as far as subscribers. But when AMC doesn't have a short squeeze and everything goes south and everyone gives up on it, those YouTubers following is going to go to, it's going to Acme plummet. You guys see the the anvil drop on the Roadrunner head. You're gonna hear that same sound. Same thing. But looking here at this stock, man, another OTC. Bro, I don't understand, man. I really don't understand. I really can't tell you too much about OTCs, man. I really don't like them. I really don't trust them. But this being a new United States company, they probably have more indicators to tell us. You got corporate actions, analysis. They're not going to show us no analysis, no short interest, no institutional holdings. Only thing they're going to, not even an order flow distribution. They're not even going to show us the financials, bruh. Like, only thing they're giving me to go off on this thing is a day chart and a 1 minute chart. A few little key indicators though. But it's not too much I can go off on an OTC market. Only thing I can really go off is on the company standpoint. And this is a technology, software, and IT services. Looking here at this day chart, like I tell you guys all the time, anytime the stock is trading stagnant like this, sideways, we're going to see some type of buying or selling pressure breaking out the stock. And as you can see here, this was buying pressure. Repeating its cycle. So this low being 66. No, this low being 6 cents. You want to watch and see if it bounces off that 6 cent level. Yeah, we're going to look at, shout out L4L, man, for that super chat. I'm not going to lie, man, this OTC stuff is depressing. Can't you guys tell how my voice changed once I found out this was an OTC? It's like, man, bruh. I'm not going to suggest anyone to buy into no OTC market. Because I wouldn't buy into the OTC market. I wouldn't tell you guys to buy anything. I wouldn't. But looking here, though, this thing can repeat its cycle. So if you're willing to buy this thing, I said, I don't know if they do allow you to set buy orders, but set your buy order at 6 cents. All right. And hope it bounces off that for the good side. But it's looking like some nice support here at 6 cents, man. I do believe that this stock can see a green day tomorrow. I do believe this thing can see a green day tomorrow just by looking at this day chart. But it's hard to really go off of because I don't see the order flow distribution. Seeing this high turnover rate, that low range, high type of volume, turnover. So yeah, man, this thing should see a green day. Not too much, but yeah. But I'm seeing a stock DAX chat. Y'all guys are gonna make me look at my investments, man. I hate looking at those. Still holding that low cost average, man. We bought this thing today of the aftermarket of the IPO. Made a major buy alert after that as well. So if you did catch that alert, man, shout out to you. I didn't get a chance to sell it though, guys. I was waiting for $20. I was waiting for $20 to save off 80% of my DAX chat position and leaving 20 for the ride, but we didn't hit it. But looking at what's going on here in DAX chat today, I didn't want to look at this. Stuff like this, man, I hate to look at because I might be willing to sell it now just to use that cash somewhere else. But I know for a fact it's going to go back up. But I got some other plays that I've been looking into, guys. And yes, you will know about those, guys. Especially if you're in the Discord. You will find out before I even buy the thing. Looking at DAX chat, man. Let's take a look here at the order flow distribution. Order flow distribution, we do see some large scale movement on today as far as that inflow goes. Looking at that medium buying pressure on that and small. So we did see some nice buying pressure. The buying pressure in the pre-market and aftermarket hours from yesterday isn't accounted for. Looking at today's high turnover rate. Meaning, back to this day chart, people that are selling this puppy. It's people that has been buying before the 21st of last month. The only people that is in the green at a situation like this But looking over at that, the range percentage is low, guys. It's in my favor. It's in our favor, all right? Taking a look there at that shares outstanding compared to the free float, that thing is getting lower, okay? Getting lower. Now, the lower this stock goes, the more the buying and selling will amplify. Some stock. So we're gonna take a look at that one as well. Yeah, that's check. That 1.37% on the gain isn't much. Let's go back to this 1 minute chart. Yeah, we see that institutional pull out. I don't know why they jumped. We see you, buddy. We see another one here, which didn't do much. You should have got that out in the past, but that could just be someone bought way before the 21st of August. They're in the green, so these institutions are actually locking in gains from the past. Okay, institutions tend to not day trade. Sometimes they do start some buying pressure, then pull out at the top though. But we tend to see that in the pre-market when they come with that approach. Only time they do that is a stock that's seen very high volume. Okay, this isn't very high compared to the average. It is higher than the average, but not very high to where it's like bringing in hedge funds and institutions flocking to it. But looking at TRCH though, man, TRCH is still in a good position. I encourage people that's not in the stock now to grab it at $8.04 or $8.12. Look at that. I encourage people to actually buy TRCH right now. I was telling people to hold off on it when we was on the way up. I was telling you guys we were going to see a cool off, and the cool off is here. Time to grab it is now. Time to grab it is now. 100% sure on that, guys. Quick cash for a side play is TRCH. Mark my words, remember it, record this, write it down. I don't want you to forget it. If you don't want to buy it, just put it in your watch list, man. Prediction for CEI tomorrow, guys. All my predictions will be in the rundown video today. Soon I close out this live chat. We'll live stream. I will work on that rundown video. I will give you all my predictions, price predictions, all that in the rundown video like we always do on the daily, guys. So do not miss that rundown video. And guys, we're going to be hanging it up here. All right. So with that being said, like I was telling you guys, if you're in the Discord, hurry up and add me so we can get the one-on-ones on the roll. Another thing I want you guys to pay attention to, I want you guys to consider our raffle that we are having for a Mac. We're giving away a MacBook Pro, guys. 13-inch, space gray. A lot of cool stuff with it, man. A lot of cool stuff with it. In fact, let me bring you to the Discord. Let me bring you to the Discord, guys. All you have to do is get on over here, get over to the raffle, and here you go. Thanksgiving raffle, guys. In fact, Wall Street Bets Thanksgiving MacBook Pro. All you have to do is click this, buy your ticket. It's only $25. And another thing, guys, I know we did do the football pool, and yes, I haven't got around to tallying up these numbers, guys. As you can see here, this is the biggest football pool we had since we started this. Guys, man, I got a lot of work ahead of me for tallying up these numbers. And the winner of this football pool do get a free entry in our raffle. All right. So with that being said, I do see 10 people have added me. So with that being said, you guys have a good one. Do not miss the rundown video, guys. And oh yeah, don't forget to share this video on Stock Twitch, top 5 trending stocks, and or any social media platform you may have.